I have never gone to any governor, whether you're a PDP, whether you're APC, whether it's Labour Party. I have never said, look, I'm recommending this to you. I have never done it. That does not mean I did not play a role. I played a lot of roles, from most of them. Like somebody like the governor of Bayelsa. I played role fundamentally. Yes. We cannot deny.
But it seems today, you and the governor of Bayelsa, there's no...
It's not the characters. This is what I tell people. See, let me tell you, it's so unfortunate. And this kind of leadership we have. Okay, let me tell you. During the first tenure of Governor Diri, I did not support Governor Diri for primaries. I didn't know him. I supported Timi Alaibe because the National Party chairman, then, Professor Uche came to me that, look, Timi Alaibe is the one who would like me to win this election. I supported him. And I have no apologies to anybody. And after the primaries, House in Opera brought Diri to my house, government house in Port Harcourt. And I said, look, the primaries are over. I'm going to give you a support. When I gave the support, remember, Diri was not the one who won. David Lion was one that was announced.
David Lion.
So people may have forgotten. Baron Piggy, Senator Baron Piggy. So I remember I was doing his Thanksgiving in Thai, local government in Ogoni land. Apostle Zile Agri was the one who came to preach that day in church. Apostle Zile Agri stood up and said, Diri, come. Mr. Governor, I'm handing over Diri to you. In the church. This governor of the Bayelsa, I'm talking about that. During the second tenure, I was not to support him. The governor of Adamawa State, Sintiri, came to me. The Minister of Petroleum, Harakin Lobobri, came to me. In fact, he brought Diri in West Carton Hotel, where I was staying then. Diri, as a governor, not to that, I said, you can't do this, you're a governor. You cannot do this. Stand up. I will support you. I will supported him. Today, I saw him talking in the prayer, Wadada. No one individual, but he cannot pronounce the person. He doesn't have the courage.
Yeah. But in between, they had also released a video showing you soliciting his own help for your presidential ambition as a candidate to emerge as candidate of the PDP.
No, please.
Okay, so put a context to that video.
He's a delegate.
Yeah.
I need every delegate to support me.
So that
I need to go and vote delegates. I'm not a voter in Bayelsa.
Okay.
I'm not a voter in Bayelsa. So he doesn't need me if I'm not important. But as a delegate, I needed his vote. I went, but I didn't need that.
But you haven't said that.
I didn't need that. But he wanted, look, let me tell you, there are some people that are not, look, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Let me tell you. Why, you see why I like the governor of Akwa Ibom? Why I like the governor of Delta?
Because they are coming to APC.
No. They didn't say they're going to APC. The one they said, look, in principle, look, I have to support this man for a second term. It's not about going to APC. I didn't go to APC when I supported the president. I don't need to be there if I support the president. No. But they said, look, this man is putting his best. We're going to support him. Now, these other people, they'll go back. Then they come in front, they'll do the thing. I remember when Supreme Court was to give judgment of Mr. President, I was in Supreme Court. Before we came back, some of these governor people were already in the villa. I mean, there are things you can't stand. There are things you cannot stand. What kind of life is this? If you want to support Mr. President, for Christ's sake, support Mr. President.
And say it out.
And say it out. Why would you be played? Do you know what it is that you're a governor? What are you afraid of? Whom are you afraid of? You play here. You play here. I have said this, and somebody told me last night, my friend, and I was saying, oh, I shouldn't talk about social person. I would have mentioned his name now. I would have mentioned his name. He said, you know, he said, today I see people criticizing Tinubu. But they have not gone to say, look, I applied to Tinubu. I needed financial assistance. He approved. He gave me. And under Obasanjo, could he have done?